Hello, this is LT Kenbo, and this is a update for my 75-gallon Reef tank. When I last showed my tank, I showed I'd had sand out of the 2 clownfish, and I've done a little bit more since then. So, I recently purchased a Royal Grandma basslet. It was almost 2 weeks ago, and like a week after I got him, I don't know, he got freaked out or something, and he just started hiding, and he never came out again. I haven't seen him for I haven't seen him for a week. Actually, maybe it was 3 weeks ago I got the basslet, I don't remember. But I haven't seen him for over a week, so I'm assuming he's gone. I also saw a bloom, which I will talk about, like a week ago, so I think that might have been when he died, just some extra nutrients in the tank. I never saw any ammonia spike or anything, but yeah. Anyways, let me show you what I got new. So I just got the 2 clowns for now, and they're doing quite well, as you can see. Actually, they've gotten used to my hand. They know it means food now. You can see them going crazy. They're hungry. I need to feed them. So, anyways, I've got a couple coral frags. Just got a little kind of plain colored hammered coral frag right there. Got a green star polyps frag. And some little green zoanthids. And this one's kind of always hard to see because it's too bright, but you can't see it very well because of all the bright light, but it's a candy cane coral. The heads have about doubled in size since I got it. And I got these like a week and a half ago. So they're doing pretty well so far, all the corals. Yeah, and I'm sure they'll do much better once I upgrade my lighting. Or not really upgrade, but change the bulbs and put the 2 other actinics in. There's no actinics in here right now. There's a more bluish color one and a daylight one, I think, but there's no actinics, so it's only running 4 bulbs currently, and they need to be changed. So when I change them out, I'm gonna get the 2 actinics and run with those, and the colors will look better, and hopefully get some better growth too. I've got a lot of good coralline growth. Last time I showed the video, that rock was mostly white. Now it's got little sections that are like solid, covered with coralline algae, and I get a lot of the maroon stuff in this tank because that's what came on these rocks. But I do get some of the purple too. You can see some of it spreading there still with intermixed maroon spots. I got 2 Nasurius snails. I don't know where they are right now. If I feed the fish, they'll come out. But they're pretty big. Maybe at the end of this video, I'll pause it and then I'll feed the fish, and we'll see if they come out after it. Hermit crabs are still doing well. And it looks like a little Astrea starfish back there. I see those every once in a while. But everything's doing pretty well, except that recently, like over the last week and a half, I was talking about a bloom that happened, and it was dinoflagellates. And I've had dinoflagellates before, so it wasn't diatoms. They were stringy, and they form little dust clouds that kind of snag together, and then if you try to grab them, they just turn into pieces, and if anyone's seen them, you know what they look like. So I was starting to get some all over the sand. There was just brown everywhere, and that's why I think they kind of coincided with the fish disappeared. So I think there was a lot of extra nutrients. I've had dinos before, and I know some people struggle with them. I struggled with them previously, and there's I believe there's always all kinds of stuff in our tanks, and we don't know necessarily if it's there for some reason or another. Certain tank parameters cause certain, and lighting and whatever else cause certain things to flourish better than others in tanks. So anyways, the solution here, I laid out a big plan what I was going to do. I was going to do an aggressive all-in-one multi-prong attack, and dripping Kalkweiser and trying a blackout and reducing feedings and several different things. But the first thing I did was just reduce the feedings back. I was kind of feeding the fish a lot, and I just reduced it back to every other day for now, and I'm feeding them a little, not quite as generously as I was before, but they're still getting plenty of food. But now, over the last 3 days, lights have come on, and day by day, the stuff has disappeared more and more. And I barely see any traces of it. Up on that power head, you can see a little bit, the brown. Not the maroon, that's some coralline, but there was a ton of brown on that power head earlier this week. And each day now, it's kind of dissipated and gone away. So that's good. Hopefully it'll stay that way. I'm thinking for my next fish, maybe a diamond watchman goby. It would be nice to get another sand sifter. But the sand was looking really brown, but I didn't realize until it got bad that it was the dinos, but now it's starting to not be so brown, but it could still use some sifting. So, down below, protein skimmer is doing really well. You can see now it's broken in quite well. I've got the height adjusted just how I want it, and it's pulling out lots of nasty gunk, which is good. This means it's not going into the tank. My auto top-off system is working well. Oh, see right there, just topped it off. It's keeping the aquarium very steady. Just have to fill it up every 3 to 4 days. I evaporate quite a bit of water actually. But yeah, so everything's doing quite well, and so I'm gonna go ahead and pause the video, and then, well, you won't really see it, but I'll resume it and I'll be feeding the fish, and then maybe you can see some of those Neisseria snails come out. Okay, so I've only just turned the power heads off. I have the food. The way I've been doing it with these guys is just put in a spoon, put a little water in there, let it thaw out. Frozen food. I've been using Rod's food. First I was using Mysis, but tried something different, more variety. Rods, they seem to like it, so. But even just since turning these power heads off, there comes the snail. This is a long snorkel thing. One of my friends used to call these guys zombie snails because, they're buried and then they come up out of the ground. So there's another one somewhere. He'll probably show up here in a second. But there's also a tiny one, but that one came on the live rock. He's really small. He crawls everywhere in the tank. So, anyways, these guys are, compare my finger, pretty good size. Looks like Gary from SpongeBob, one of my friends pointed out. So, feed these guys. Put a little bit in there. Where's these guys go? Yeah, this guy wants some. Look at them. They're hungry. That one kind of came off in a big chunk. Sometimes the Rod's food, the only bad thing is you get these pieces of like the shrimp. You can see right there. So the clown, it fell in between a rock, so something else is gonna get it. But sometimes the the clownfish, it's kind of big for them, so they don't really go for it all the time. Don't worry, that snail will probably get it. If not the snail, then the crabs. If not the crabs, then the dozens of little brittle stars that are in the rocks. Let's see if they go for this. Yeah, there's some nice pieces there. Come on, eat it, guys. I usually get most of it. The Royal Grandma Basset was nice because he was like super fast and he'd get everything faster than them. They're kind of slow. He would just dart, but I don't think I'm going to get another one because it's the second experience I've had where one's just disappeared. So, yeah, I don't. Oh, is that the? No, I think this is the same snail right there. Come back here and see if the other snail came out. Let's see him. Anyways, give it a thumbs up if you like the video. Comments. I know not that many people watch these, but I'm going to keep making them for a while. Please leave comments, and any suggestions would be appreciated. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.